Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the top memes that can still do 100x from these levels and how you can build your 100x portfolio right now with some picks that could have that potential with very high risk to reward ratio, meaning that they are extremely risky. They could as well go to zero, and they're pretty much going to be in a situation of zero or hero. Before you get started, obviously don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and bring you daily alpha. Who does this every single day? I do. And also don't forget to follow me on X. There's a lot of information that you could find even here, and I'm also running a major giveaway that it's pinned right here in the pinned post of my channel. So let's get to the point. And these are not going to be in any particular order. I have 5 memes that I've prepared for you guys that I want to mention briefly, and you can probably split this in even quantities. That is pretty much up to you. If you have a bigger conviction, obviously you're gonna put a little more into another meme, and yeah, they are not in any particular order. But I want to start with Duck the Duck, probably because it's my favorite one in this very moment. It's a project I've been following and pushing on my social media really for a while, and for good reason. It's only 1.3 million in market cap, and I got it from the start. I got in at 250k, rode it all the way through to 5 million, sold it, bought again at the bottom, and I think it's in a fantastic accumulation zone, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. So it really sits in a meta of itself, into this giga chat that is going to defeat all the memes into the ecosystem. There's an arc and storyline. They're doing an animated series on YouTube. It's actually pretty huge. I'm actually going to tell you exactly why I do think they can still do 100x from here. So if you see the X account, it has been suspended. Oh no. And because of this, a lot of people will be like, oh, the project is over. What is happening with the project? But I'm seeing it with a different eye. I'm seeing with the eyes that this is a deal breaker, okay? It's a make or break moment for the project. But I can say that the team has been so helpful and has been pushing this project so hard. If you see just in the Telegram, they're running raids. They created a new profile to run raids. They are trying to get the account back. They even posted a video on YouTube asking X to bring the account back. And this, you know, could have been a moment in which the project could have gone to zero, if the project could have been abandoned, but this is far from reality. I'm seeing how hard the team is working, how die-hard the community they're building really is. If you just go on the Telegram, you're gonna get a feel for yourself. And because of this, I think that I wanna take advantage of this discount to accumulate my bag of Duck the Duck further. And in fact, I bought very heavily around these levels that for me are just a tremendous discount, because 100x for Duck the Duck would be 100 million. I do think that it's relatively easy and achievable for a project like this, because it's the best project when it comes to content on social media right now. It's got one of the best communities in the sphere. I think that it's going to be a no-brainer for a project like this to do crazy multipliers, and accumulating around the 1 million in market cap for Duck the Duck to me is just a godsend, and it's just such an easy accumulation zone. The next one is going to be a resistance dog, and this is more of a bet into the Ton ecosystem. The Ton ecosystem is becoming absolutely massive. We've seen exchange listings on Binance. We've seen that it's also going to be listed on Kraken really soon, because it's in the listing roadmap of Kraken. And Resistance Dog is pretty much the Pepe of the Ton chain. Just like Pepe is on Ethereum, just like Brat is on Base, Resistance Dog is the actual official of the Ton ecosystem. And there's a big story, a big lore behind this project, because it was actually created by Pavel Durov, founder of Telegram and the open network Ton. And because of this, it just seems like a no-brainer that this is going to be the mascot. A project like this is actually the only one that I can see right now in the Ton ecosystem to be a candidate for a potential 1 billion plus in market cap. And this is only 37 million right now. With a decent correction from the top, we touched the 140 million actually at the very top, which is pretty huge. But at 37, if we were to touch the 1 billion, it would be around a 30x from here. And if we went to 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion, if we went to anywhere close to the top and all-time high of Pepe, we could even go into the 100x territory. I know it seems outrageous for a lot of people, but for me it really doesn't, because I know what potential the Ton ecosystem has. I know how big the Ton ecosystem is going to grow, and why not make a small bet into the top play on Ton? Seems a bit of a no-brainer to me. And because of that, I've made a very small gamble into Resistance Dog. I don't hold a very massive bag, to be completely honest. honest, but I'm holding some for the foreseeable because I see the potential in this. The next one is going to be another hero or zero play. It's a project that it's either going to go to zero or going to give you very good multipliers. This is Brat. It's part of, obviously, the Brat narrative, the Brat ecosystem. Brat is Brat's son. He is actually working on an animated series, and there's very solid content, a clear story that is going to come out sooner than later. I know I've been seeing some sneak peeks about what the team is producing, and in my eyes it's just very top quality, top-notch content, and I'm very happy to support this project because I think that it's gonna do very well. And from a market cap of this low, of only 200k market cap, it's just a no-brainer to me, the potential that it can achieve. Like, honestly, it's even if it went to 1 million, it's already a 5x from here, and you could just take out your initial investment at 1 million and then let the rest of your bag run free. And obviously it comes without saying that even if I'm saying, oh, this project have a 100x potential, you should probably start DCAing out sooner than later, perhaps when you go to a 3, 4, 5x, whenever you're happy with your investment, and to take some of it out and then leave a moon back out, okay? Don't take this as financial advice. Anything of this video is not to be treated as financial advice. It's just educational content, really. But I can easily tell you that I see very big potential, and taking my initial investment out, leaving a moon bag, and perhaps, you know, you're gonna catch a 100x with any of these picks. Who knows? Maybe only time will tell at the end of the day, but I think that there's a very solid potential for all of this. Now, the next one that I'm gonna talk about is also something that I'm sitting quite bullish on it. It's been flooded for several reasons, especially because big YouTuber who you're probably well aware of made a pump and dump out of his community and caused a big spike in the price and then a big crash. And recently in the last week, all of this FUD surrounding this YouTuber, for good reason, by the way, because I think that it was very well deserved. But anyway, caused this dip from, you know, around a 30 to 40% dip. And I think that we're still going to see more FUD surrounding about this project, but it's also, in my eyes, a very good opportunity for getting a very cheap price and a very cheap entry point for one of the projects that actually has a big community behind it and very good potential. This is Hoppy. It's a character from the Night Riders, which is a publication by Matt Fury, same creator of The Boys Club and Pepe. Some people were saying that this came before Pepe. No, it didn't. It's fake news. But it's still a frog that is being created by Matt Fury. And because of it, because of the very solid community that I can see here, very active raids and community on X, I do believe that it has a lot of potential to do extremely well. The website is based, and for all of the people that missed Pepe and are looking for a frog from the same creator, from the same chain of Ethereum mainnet, I think that this has really a lot of potential for this narrative, especially if the whole narrative for Matt Fury really takes off as soon as the Memecoin super cycle comes into place. It's 18 million. I think that we could probably see an entry point around 13 to 15 million. So I'm not really making an entry, and I don't hold this. I hold all the 5 projects that I'm gonna touch today. I hold 4 out of 5, and this is the only one that I don't hold at this very moment because I do think that it's actually gonna correct a little further, so it doesn't really make sense for me to make an entry now. But I still believe that it's a fantastic project, and perhaps you should consider an entry. But obviously, don't put more than you can afford to lose in any of these projects, really, because they're extremely risky. This is definitely on the riskier side, but I think it's got a lot of potential for the upside. And the last one that I'm going to touch today is Andy on Blast. Andy Blast, mascot of the Blast ecosystem, just like Brat is on Base, just like Pepe is on Ethereum. Andy is for the Blast ecosystem, a chart that has already corrected a lot. You're pretty much catching the bottom out of this play. This is a hero to zero play. There's several Andys, but there's only one that is really yellow and on Blast. Yeah, there's also one on Binance, but it doesn't really make sense for me to buy that one. It really makes sense though to buy this one. If you see the total value lock of the Blast ecosystem, another layer 2, just like basis for Ethereum, you can see that they have very similar total value locks. However, the percentage of meme coins into Blast is nothing compared to the one on Base. I think that the one on Blast is 2-3% and the one on Base is 60%, with the majority being on Brat. I do see a point into Andy on Blast being just this jolly play that could explode and do multiple 100x's or potentially go into zero. But it's a risk that I'm willing to take. I put a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of my Memecoin portfolio into this. And I'm just keeping for the vibe because I think that it's got the potential of being $1 billion project. I'm not even kidding. It's just very high risk. So just put very little if you decide to invest into this. But that is obviously completely dependent on you, on your preferences, and on your risk tolerance. On my end, I can say that this project is really being very active. I like the community behind this. It seems to be taking a lot of traction on X, and with the potential of exchange listings in the future, I think there's a lot of potential for the upside. And, you know, the normies really don't know how to buy something on Blast and use Thruster Finance as a decentralized exchange, or how to bridge Ethereum from ERC20 or Base to Blast. People don't know how to do that. People are gonna FOMO when the centralized exchange listings occur, and you want to buy before these things happen. So you're potentially going to be able to make massive multipliers in the end. And I hope this reasoning makes sense. I have a full explanation video on how to buy Andy. It's on my YouTube channel, so check it out if you're interested in that. But that really much cuts it for this video. 5 plays that can make you turn $1,000 into $100,000. Obviously, time will tell, but I do believe that all the projects that I've mentioned in this video still have the potential to do a 100x plus from these very levels. And if you want to see what meme coins I'm buying and accumulating, what meme coins I'm swing trading on a daily basis, then look no further than my private group, because here is where I'm actually printing millionaires, and when we're actually gonna build generational wealth this upcoming meme coin super cycle that we're still yet to experience in full swing. This is the moment in which you want to join this group, because you don't want to join after everything is green, after we're already making millions. You should probably join now so you can actually set yourself up for success. You might have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make crazy money and to retire from your stupid 9 to 5 to escape the matrix, or however you want to put it. Don't waste it. I hope to see you there and help you out with your crypto investing journey. And until then, take care for now.